What's good, team? It's the man here from Team Emporium, and in today's video I am bringing to you a Cyber Dragon deck profile. So Cyber Dragon's easily again one of the most iconic monsters in Duel Monsters. Has changed the meta in some cases, and it's not a deck that's forgotten by time. You know, it's one of those legacy decks that continues to get support. I really enjoy playing Cyber Dragons. I'm not a huge Cyber Dragon player, but when I do play it, I really enjoy the deck. So I thought I'd bring to you my latest version of it. But before I get into the video, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram, and make sure you like the video, comment on the video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Right, without further ado, let's get into the profile. So, starting off, of course, we got the 3 Cyber Dragon himself. Literally not too much to say about this. This deck is built to go second, which means we do want as many just good going second cards as possible, and Cyber Dragon literally fits the bill. Like I said, there's not much to say about this. He is the OG, he's the one you want at 3, and the deck really doesn't function properly without him at 3. So you got the 3 Cyber Dragons there. I would love to pick me up some Ultimate Res, but by God, I'm not willing to fork out on them just yet. Next, we got the best normal summon of the deck, Cyber Dragon Core. So Core, you normal summon it, you search any of your Cyber's spell or traps, and it literally gets your ball rolling entirely. And if it's in the grave and you've got no other monsters in the field, banish it, you get a special Cyber Dragon from deck, which is pretty insane. Core, he is literally the heart of the deck, really. Well, the core of the deck. He's so essential for making the deck run in whatever variant you play. You always want 3 of this card. Next, we have got Cyber Dragon Hertz. Cyber Dragon Hertz is a really good card. Its effects may be once per turn. I mean, pretty much all the Cyber Dragon good ones are once per turn. But Hertz is definitely just a different type. It allows you to recycle some of your cards, which this deck unfortunately does sorely lack, is good recycling and the grind game. But Hertz gives you a bit of stability with that, being able to either Cyber Dragon back from your graveyard or from your deck to your hand. And the best thing about this, most of the Cyber Dragon monsters are Cyber Dragon on the field or in grave, meaning you can, if Hertz goes to the grave, you could even add back your core, which is amazing. After that, so that's it for the 3 ofs in this instance. Then we got 2 Cyber Dragon Nashter. Nashter was really good when it came out of Dual Power, I think it was. It was so hyped. I think loads of the Cyber Dragon players were going crazy over it, and justifiably so. I still don't see why you'd want to run it at 3 personally. Sorry, just trying to get rid of that glare there. Yeah, there we go. So I don't see why you'd want to run it at 3. It's not that good that you want to run it at 3, but it is really good in hands of extending and being able to reborn, but it does lock you into machines, and in this we don't necessarily want that right away. Continuing with the 2 ofs, we've got 2 Galaxy Soldier. So Galaxy Soldier is the honorary Cyber Dragon. He's not Cyber Dragon, but realistically he is Cyber Dragon. You get to search him with one of the cyber cards, and if you use Hertz in combination with him, you basically don't lose any cards and you just keep advantage going. So that's pretty amazing. Next, off to the non-core cards, but also kind of core cards. So these are just cards to help you go second. So of course, you got the Jizukiru Star Destroyer, which can be searched, so go in second. If you get Cyber Dragon engraved with Repair Plan, you can search this card. So you definitely want this at least at 1. I have seen some builds run a couple of different Kaijus, but you always want Jizukiru at least in the Cyber Dragon deck. Then you've got, I run this one of Cyber Dragon Legionnaire. I've seen a lot of builds lately not running it. I understand why, but also I just think sometimes it's just too much of a power play not to want to have. That I can see many instances of practicing this where the Legionnaire has come in clutch to either help me extend that a little bit more to get enough damage on board, or just to get rid of some of my opponent's cards and let me push the game. So Legionnaire at 1 I think is okay. And then going second, of course, you're going to want Pankratops. Easily one of the best going second cards that has ever been made. And yeah, you definitely want that. Helping us with our going second place still, we've got 3 Artifact Lancia. So Lancia at the moment is just really good this format with, of course, Eldritch and a lot of banishing at the moment. This can literally stop Eldritch's recursion for at least a turn, which buys you enough time to like kind of keep going. So Lancia is really good. Plus you get to ditch it off Cyber Dragon, well, the honorary Cyber Dragon, Galaxy Soldier. You get to ditch it off him, which is really good. Then I got 2 Ash Blossom and 2 Ghost Bell. Only running these at 2. I have seen people want to run them at 3, but I don't think it's necessary for this deck. I think 2 for 2 is perfectly fine. And then to finish off the monsters, these are here because if you do have to go first, it is a good play to go for. Dark Magician and Red Eyes Black Dragon. There's not much to say about this. You're playing it because of Dragoon. If you made to go first, if you can get to Verte, you can get to Dragoon, sit in Dragoon, and like a Cybernetic Overflow is actually a really good play and can keep you going at least to your next turn. That's it for the monsters, and then going off to our spell cards, we've got first 3 Cyber Dragon Emergency. So Emergency searches your core, it searches, well, any of the Cyber Dragon monsters, or Light Machine that cannot be normal on the set, but unfortunately we don't really have that. If you were running Cyber Eltanin, you could search that, but really it's just to search your Cyber Dragon monsters, and 9 times out of 10 you're searching Cyber Dragon Core or Cyber Dragon Hertz. Next, going off with the Cyber cards, I got 1 Cyber Repair Plant and 1 Cyber Rev System. So, not much to say about this. I've seen some people play 2 Repair Plant, but after testing I just find it's a bit too clunky, and obviously it does require a Cyber Dragon engraved, so going second it's good, but it's not that good. So I'd say running at 1 is perfectly fine because it can be searched for core anyway, and same with Rev System. You've never really played this at multiples. You've always really wanted to play it at 1. Next, we've got just some really good machine cards. So, Machine Duplication. 3 of them, because obviously we are going second, and if we're running the 3 Cyber Dragon, 3 Machine Dupe goes a long way in helping us push, get presence on board and push for damage in any way that we can. Then I got the 1 Overload Fusion. I have run 2 in the past, but with Verte Anaconda you really don't need 2. You can obviously use his effect to send Overload Fusion and just do it like that, so 2 isn't necessary anymore. Then just some going second cards. This deck really struggles against back row decks, so I just threw 3 Cosmic Cyclones into the main here. Not much to say about that, it's just to help us with the back row decks, so we really do struggle against it. And then just some more good cards. So Foolish Burial is just a really good card, and 1 for 1. This can get you to your Nash or Hertz. This you mostly gonna send Hertz to get a search. And then finally, to top that off, the 1 Red Eyes Fusion. Of course, you are going to run out if you're running the Dragoon package, so that completes the spells. And then to round off the main deck, we've got 2 Cybernetic Overflow. Really good card. I was running 1 at one point, but I think, you know, because we do sometimes have to go first, having 2 doesn't necessarily hurt if you open it. Next, off to the extra deck, we got 1 Chimeratech Rampage Dragon. If you've only got 1 Overflow, you only need 1 Rampage Dragon. If you run more with only 1 Overflow, you're not really doing it right, unfortunately. We got 1 Fortress Dragon, because it's just a really good card. If you give them your Jizakuru, you can then contact Fuse for your Fortress Dragon, so that way they don't keep the 3300 beater. You got the 1 Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, of course. With the Dragoon package, you do need this card. I mean, it is pretty essential for that package. There's not much to say about it, it's just an insanely good card. Then we got an Invoked Mechaba. So this is there for the Dogmatica cards. Obviously Dogmatica stuff can get you to send cards from your extra deck to the grave, and this, if with Nova, you can special summon a Mechaba and basically get a negate for free if your opponent does that to you, so that's pretty good. Then we got 1 Mega Fleet Dragon. I have seen people run 2, but I personally only like it at 1, as the extra monster zone isn't as utilized as consistently. Yes, it is utilized, but at that point it's like only most of the time a Predaplant Verte Anaconda, which you know, you're not really that worried about. So that will complete it for the fusions. Then we got 2 Cyber Dragon Nova. It's just really good, and obviously it helps you get to the main boy himself, Cyber Dragon Infinity. You run that at 2. I was running at 1. I was running 1 Pleiades. I think 2 Infinity is better, because there are sometimes instances in a bit of a longer game where you will get the second one out, and it does come in clutch. 100% would run 2. Pleiades was a really good card, but I just don't think it's that good at the moment. And then I've got the 1 Divine Arsenal Zeus. You go in second, and if you don't kill them with your Infinity, you go into a Zeus and you just threaten a board wipe, which they can't really play around. So that's a really good way. Then off to some links. We got a Link Spider and a Linkaribo and a Link Spider. Linkaribo, obviously with the Hertz or Nash, you can link into that, and Link Spider is there if you get like Nibiru or something like that. You know, it just allows you to get a monster on board, and then maybe you can get into a Mega Fleet or something. But yeah, you got these. I have considered getting Link Spider for something else, but I decided to keep that in. But that's up to you guys. Maybe you want to change up something else. Then I got an Almirage. You got core. You can link off in link Almirage into Almirage, and then set an overflow, and at least you got a pop then anyway. 1 Cyber Dragon Zyger because Cyber Dragon Zyger because it helps push the game, helps OTK, and it's just a really good card that you do want at least one of. And finally, a Predaplant Verte Anaconda. Again, for the Dragoon package, pretty self-explanatory, just a really good card there. And obviously for your overflow. So now I'm going to show you my side deck. My side deck is a bit more based off how I play personally. Some of these choices you may not agree with, but this just works for me, what I found. So 3 Lightning Storm for helping go in second if we need that extra push, and 1 Red Reboot. As I said, the deck does struggle against going first control decks, so this format isn't particularly great for the deck, but it can definitely put up a fight. You could potentially play Twin Twisters or other back row removal as well, but I find Cyber Dragon you don't really want to discard the cards if you don't have to, because like I said, they don't really have a lot of recursion, and they don't have a lot of good plays from the graveyard necessarily. So I think Lightning Storm and Reboot were really good. And now the rest of my side deck is for going first. So I built the deck to go second, and this in games 2 and 3 will be there to help you go first and basically shadow into trap Cyber Dragons. So I got 2 Compulsory Evacuation Device. It's just a really good card for going first. I do have considered 3, but I just don't think it's that good for 3. 3 Heavy Storm Duster. Like I said, the deck, it does struggle against going first control deck, so even if you go with that, you can go first, set your Storm Dusters, and be able to just kind of destroy them during your opponent's end phase, which is really good. 3 Ice Dragon's Prison, arguably one of the best traps going at the moment. It just helps you control the game so nicely, and with this going first, if you end on like a Dragoon and like an Ice Prisons and Overflow, you're in a really good position there without having to use too many resources. And then finally, 3 Trap Tricks. So the reason for 3 Trap Tricks and not getting the 3rd Overflow is my reasoning behind this is Overflow, like I said, you can search anyway, and Trap Tricks just gives you additional ways to get to all of your traps that I just showed you, as they are all normal traps, which Trap Trick can search. So that's why I went for that instead. So basically, your side deck helps you shadow into a Trap Cyber build, which allows you to go first, which I think is actually pretty insane. Like I said, the deck is built to go second, but yeah. That will be it for the profile, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. Let me know what your thoughts are on the deck and whole, like the side deck. Do you agree with the choices? Do you not? Is there anything you'd play, anything you'd change? Let me know in the comments down below, and if you haven't already, like the video and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.